Hey guys, it's Pasha. We're here after the Europa Regional. I went 7-1 with Memento Fiendsmith, and here's the deck profile.
Just to say thank you to Darksphere giving us this wonderful
Massive
background.
Thank you to Darksphere. Great space, great background.
Yes.
So yeah, let's get into it. We played a 45 card main deck with some of the usual ratios you can expect. So like triple Anguish, pretty standard. Other stuff like that's not for just yet, but I'll show it now. We went for triple Goblin as well. There is an actual theory behind this. Essentially, with the extra copy of Goblin, there are some lines where, if you know, you know. Let's just say if your Witch is ever get negated, and there's an extra line available now where the third Goblin can actually just get you out of it and act as an extender instead of just a starter.
So you're telling me Anguish plus Zebra is full combo?
Plus a Goblin in hand.
Oh, how greedy.
Yeah. Then some more stuff that you're probably used to, so like triple Zebra, it's on the best starters in the deck, doesn't require your normal summon, puts a lot of pressure on the opponent. A lot of mind games when you go first as well. For instance, if you start with special summon Zebra, you're strongly discouraging your opponent from hand trapping you, because they might be worried, well, if you have the normal summon, you can punish them immediately. And then for some of the other starter cards that can get you going, but maybe not the first ones you want to kick off with, we've got Darkblade, Mace and Sleepy. These are typically starters that are just a bit better to be going along with other cards in hand, like for instance if you open Gatic, like every Memento player does, opening Sleepy in the hand to go with it isn't actually the end of the world suddenly. Otherwise, for example, with a card like Mace is only great and only full combo with any other Memento card, literally any other card in the deck as well, just as long as it's not on its own.
So the Darkblade is quite popular in other people's Memento decks.
Yep.
But you don't like it?
No, because what you basically find is that in the combo, you need to retain a certain amount of pops through your effects. So whether it's Banish Bone Party from grave to pop, Darkblade pop to summon, because you want to save the Darkblade pop to summon for later in your combo, you ideally want to not start with it if you can help it.
Makes sense.
Then for slightly less favourite cards to open in the opening 5, we've got Gatic, Akihiran, Horn Dragon, and the big boss himself, Combined Creation. People, stuff like DD Crow seeing play this format. Had a few games where, for instance, opponent would like DD Crow my Combined Creation, you can use Akihiran to loop it back when it's destroyed. And then Horn Dragon just doubles up as an extender and interrupts an opponent's turn.
Horn Dragon is great for the Fua lines, right?
Yes, absolutely. Helps us get through Fua. In this deck, if you start with, say, like any Anguish, let's just say you start with Anguish and you do get through it, you can basically make the entire Memento board while giving only one draw.
Very impressive.
So that's it for your monsters. And then Memento Engine continued. We have triple Bone Party, our favorite Veiler and Imperm dodge. Yeah, I mean,
has to be done.
Yeah, the amount of times that happened was just unbelievable. Even the opponents, they knew when they were doing it. They were like, oh, well, if you have it, you have it. It's like, well, I guess I do. So yeah, Bone Party is great. Niche applications as well. Going second, it's the best card in the deck because you'll have occasions where you can use the graveyard effect, banish it, give your Combined Creation piercing damage, and then combined, as long as you control nothing else, can swing into your opponent's entire board. So you can go for nice OTKs that way if your opponent's got a field full of monsters.
Don't activate Futsu for no reason against this deck.
Exactly.
You will die.
Then for Pseudo Edge, we have 3 of the Goblin Biker Quick Play spell. It's just another spell that basically says, hi, I dodge hand traps and I help you play through when you're going first. Also some utilities going second, like, you have instances where like opponent tries to like SP, X, Y, or Z, like your Fiendsmith card, and you can just chain this, tag out, and be protected. And then lastly, we have not 1, not 2, but 3 copies of Memento Fusion this time around. So along with going up to 3 Goblin, we also decided to go up to 3 Fusion. Because what we basically found through testing is that this format, it's not just about your non-engine, but very much about your engine itself. And we realized with a lot of the matchups from the new decks, such as like K9 or Draco Tail or Yummy, we just realized that a lot of the time we'd rather say have like just some extra engine to basically gas through their board than open hand traps that they're going to play through.
Memento Fusion is such a custom card.
Absolutely.
Insane.
If you get to shuffle back if you've popped on the turn, banish, can even search another copy of itself if you want to. So yeah, probably one of the best cards in the deck, to be honest. It needs an ulti soon, very soon. And then we have the field spell, Memento Micklin. one of the unsung heroes of the deck, to be honest with you. Like, the field spell does enough, but there's a lot of like grindier scenarios where, like, for example, your opponent might ash your bone pie, you can't even full combo, but just having the field spell to be able to reset it gives you all the recursion you need for the turn after. 1 engraver, 2 engraver, and a lacrima, a lorry, and a tract. Those are your 5 Fiendsmith cards. That's all you need. We used to play 3 engraver in the older versions, but we came to realize that we kind of prefer non-engine, so managed to find a way to go down to 2.
And you need at least 2 for the Aerolita.
Yes. Yeah. There's an Aerolita combo where you need at least 2 for. You can't go any lower than 2. There are some pure lists that do like a mono engraver, but we can't do that in our version because we want a combo.
Yeah. SP pass, not here.
No, never ever. And then for the non-engine hand traps, we've got 1, 2, 3 ash, nice and simple. Need to ash the Fuas, need to ash the Perulias. And then speaking of those, we have 3 Fuas of our own. Fuwa is probably one of the best non-engines in Memento that you can ask for because it's one of the best decks at basically destroying an opponent's half board and sort of TKing them for it. And then some power spells to go with these 6. You have 3 Droplet, 3 Book of Eclipse, 1 Talent, 1 Call by the Grave. Pretty self-explanatory. Book of Eclipse, I think, is probably one of the best cards in the entire format at the moment. Against Yummy, against Vanquish, so many different decks where, just absolutely can turn the game around on its head. Actually, in round 5 in game 2, I played a game against Vanquish Soul K9. He went first, he dice smashed me under a mulch army, so I got to draw a bunch of cards, 2 of them with 2 eclipses.
They keep you alive.
Yeah, they kept me alive, exactly. So one literally kept me alive on his turn when he tried to go for game, and then the other one was actually putting me in a position to clog his entire field. So he couldn't even use any of his Vanquish Soul interrupts, he couldn't use Holy Suit to take, couldn't even nib me. So yeah, that was really nice. But yeah. And this is one of the few decks in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! That says Fuwa is never dead for me going first, but we'll go into that a little bit later. Stay tuned. The extra deck, so your standard, 1 Twin Dragon, 1 Creation King, 2 Creation King. You need 2, you can't play 1, even though going first most of the time you only go through 1, and not the second, but for OTK lines going second, that's why you need the other copy.
And it's also always nice to have the option to fusion summon the second one in your opponent's turn.
Exactly. So that's it for those. And then we have Fiendsmith cards, so your standard, Moon, Requiem, Sequence, Agnum Day, Princess, Desiree, and High King.
So these are all the generic Fiendsmith guys?
Yeah, just generic Fiendsmith cards. And then the more Memento specific ones, we've got Berthamet, which we'll get into very shortly, and also Aerolita.
Why is this an illusion monster?
Because Berthamet's secretly a Memento card. So part of the combo that we do going first is we make Berthamet, and that's the reason we only need to use one of these in the combo, because we'll banish this in combo, get the field spell, and then on the opponent's turn Berthamet gets to summon it back for free. And then Aerolita, because good old Aerolita, send Goblin to grave, use Fiendsmith cards as a starter.
Makes the engraver a 1-card combo, nice.
Exactly. And then just for our last 3 links, so just kind of like tech stuff, we've got the standard SP Little Knight, the best Memento card ever, cross sheet for the combos, and probably my favorite one in the entire deck, Proxy F Magician. Proxy F basically allows you to facilitate the entire Berthamet combo. Shout out to OT Khaled for that one. And yeah, basically it's probably one of the unsung heroes of the deck. That's it for the extra. Some cool things that came up on the day of the event. So Proxy F, like I was saying earlier for the Stay Tuned, if you open Fuwa going first, because of the secondary effect, when you use Proxy F to make Berthamet, you get to use Proxy F's secondary effect to not only chain block the Berthamet, but summon the dead Fuwa from hand for an extra body. This was really nice. Deck, pretty aggressive, 99% of the side deck is just... Okay, side deck, probably the most aggressive side deck. We basically don't play any going first cards. Shout out to Nyan as well. We've got 3 Pankratops. Best going second card versus Yummy. Puts a lot of pressure on Draco Tail as well, because you can take them for their back row very easily with this. Triple Perulia, just in case of any Vanquish Soul matchups, K9 matchups, anything that summons from hand. Probably what everyone is playing at the moment. Lightning Storm Duster.
We hate spell traps.
Yeah, exactly, and you just want to put all the pressure on your opponent that you possibly can. And then this obviously impairs even better. It impairs you probably never lose a game with them. And then for hand traps extended, we have 1, 2, 3 Nibiru. I really like Nib in this tournament because I was in a position where I can just put it in going first and just make it, the final kill if my opponent happened to break my board, or just using it going second versus stuff like Yummy to keep them off of like Herald of the Arclight, for instance. And then for our favorite power spell in the entire deck, we have triple Grand Entrance. So Grand Entrance is the secret spicy card of the entire format. If you guys have read K9 Azuna, you'll know that it can XC summon on your turn, which is really annoying. I had so many games where I'd go, for example, normal summon Anguish, special summon Zebra. On the Zebra summon, they trigger Azuna, they summon it, and then they make the Nash Knight. They take the Zebra, and then on res, you just drop one of these, grab your Goblin from deck, detach your Zebra from the Nash Knight, special summon it, and just play on like nothing happened. Yeah, in terms of ratio, we're able to take 9 engine cards out when we're siding to go second. So we get to basically fit everything whenever we want it.
Cool. Yeah, tell me about your tournament experience.
Tournament experience. So obviously we're in the new time rules. Surprisingly, not as bad as I expected them to be. You very much got the vibe that it wasn't, not what a lot of people were saying, where like it would be, your opponent's going to try and get you a double loss and basically sabotage you. But it actually very much felt like it was you and your opponent working together against the clock. So, you were both basically incentivized to keep a nice pace. So the time rules really weren't so bad. Obviously, we didn't go to time once because 7-1. But yeah.
You had a close one. I thought it was about to happen at one point.
In the final round,
the extension there, yeah.
Everyone thought we were going to go to time in the final round, but it was actually just because we had a extension. So we had an extension.
Yeah.
In terms of my actual matchups, round 1, I had Malice. Nothing too crazy kind of happened there. Lost the dice roll, 1-2-1. Round 2, we had Draco Patel. Our Draco Patel matchup was really free with this side there. I'm so sorry. So we were not 1-2-0. Round 3, I had Christian K9. Shout out to my opponent from that round who did a dice drop, not a dice roll. Round 4, we had Christian K9. Now this was a really nice game. So I started with normal Anguish. It got negated. Special Zebra got negated, but I had an Engraver in hand. Sorry, not normal Anguish. It was normal Goblin and then Special Zebra. Both were negated, but I had an Engraver in hand and a Trihorn Dragon. So what I basically did with this one was we turned those two negated bodies into Moon, make Requiem, Lacrima, Necroquip Princess by equipping Requiem. And then activate the Engraver, draw a card. Obviously, I drew Gatic, perfect. But I said I'm going to make it work. So we then turn Lorien Necroquip into Sequence. Sequence effect shuffled back the negated Zebra from earlier and the Necroquip Princess that we already summoned for the first time. Make Berthamut. Berthamut sends Sleepy from deck to grave. Then Berthamut and the Sequence into Cross Sheet. Summon back Engraver. Equip Sequence to Engraver. And then turn them into Necroquip Princess for the second time. Trigger Cross Sheep, summon back Sleepy. Sleepy fuse with the Gatic in hand, and voila.
Very nice, very nice.
Yeah, that was one of the probably like nicer interactions that we had through the day. Round 5, we had VSK9. I 2-0'd through a Dice Smasher in game 2, which felt pretty good.
Like a double eclipse.
Yeah, the double eclipse game, yeah, exactly. Round 6, Mitsu Raizio. Really close game, but we got it through 2-1. Round 7, we had VSK9, 2-1 again, and then we had the Memento mirror. Shout out to OT Khalid in the final round.
Very nice. Well, congratulations. Well on your top.
Thank you.
Any shout outs?
Shout out to Josh Kelly. Please leave some wins for the rest of us. Shout out to OT Khalid. Shout out to Niam for helping me with the cards. Shout out to everyone down at the pit. Shout out to everyone down at Europa Gaming. And if I forgot any, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, massive shout out to OT Khalid. Check out his channel, it'll be in the description below.
Please do.
He also offers one-on-one Memento coaching.
Mm-hmm.
He also, I think he just missed out. Did he come 9th?
Yeah, he came.
He made the top 16, got some prizes.
Yeah, he came top 16 in there, and it was really unfortunate because we had to
you played each other, yeah.
Round,
and
so,
that Memento mirror match, I would not want to sit in that.
Most toxic mirror ever.
Also, massive shout out to Europa Gaming. New store opening soon in Camden.
Yes.
So anyone in London,
be there.
Come check it out.
Yes.
And again, shout out to Doxfear for letting us film and giving us this great background. All right, well done again.
Thank you.